afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Today, we're going to be discussing nutritional anemia, one of the most prevalent diseases in Bauchi State, Nigeria. Specifically, we're going to start with some general information, an overview of the disease, our target area where we plan to intervene, and some social determinants that can affect how severely nutritional anemia is impacting people. We'll then move on to talk more about our proposed intervention method and some considerations we had to take into account when developing this strategy. Then to finish off, we'll talk about what kind of funding we'll need and tie things up with a streamlined reflection. Before we get started, even though you already kind of met us, we'd like to introduce ourselves. My name is Shiv.
My name is Jasmine.
I'm Ko.
And I'm Cuban.
All right, now I'm going to pass it off to Jasmine, who will give you a general idea of what nutritional anemia is and how it's impacting people in Nigeria.
Nutritional anemia is a condition in which one body can be poor in iron, protein, or vitamin B12, which result in a lack of healthy red blood cells. When a person has nutritional anemia, they have symptoms such as weakness all over the body, a headache, and swelling in legs. Additionally, there are some demographics who are higher risk, including people who have low vitamin and mineral diet. Nutritional anemia is a serious disease, can be severe causes, can lead to irregular heartbeat, which can enlarge your heart and ultimately lead to heart failure. Many people all over the world struggle with nutritional anemia, especially those in Bauchi State, Nigeria. Nigeria is located in Sub-Saharan Africa. In 2016, 69.7% of Nigerian preschool children had iron deficiency anemia. Another statistic showed years lost to disease per 10,000 around the world. As you can see, Nigeria is in a range of 180 to 239 YLD per 10,000. One YLD represents the equivalent of 1 full year of healthy life lost to anemia. The way that it is estimated is each non-fatal condition multiplied by the disability weight. In 2010, every 10,000 people in Nigeria, 239 years of people's healthy lives were lost to anemia. The main treatment preventions include providing nutritional supplements rich in iron and other vitamins. However, due to the lack of resources and numerous other factors, this is often hard to retrieve in many developing countries. CAL will now be expanding on considerations that need to be made for those in Bauchi, Nigeria.
There is a significant difference between most of our lifestyles and the lifestyle of a person living in Bauchi, Nigeria. So, when trying to come up with a solution, there are some considerations that we had to make. The significant difference between most of our lifestyles and the lifestyle of a person living in Bauchi, Nigeria. So, when trying to come up with a solution, there are some considerations that we had to make so our plan could be actionable. The population we're dealing with in Bauchi on average lives below $2 per day, so they may be living semi-frugal lifestyles. In addition to the difficulty of affording nutritious lifestyles, access to nutritious foods are a problem too. Bauchi, Nigeria is mostly rural, and this may impact many of its citizens' access to local markets and stores. A study conducted in 2016 revealed that 2/3 of rural farming households in Bauchi were food insecure. But hypothetically, if all the people in Bauchi did have access to adequate resources, they still may run into the problem of nutritional anemia due to the lack of education. Some people in Bauchi may even be unaware of what nutritional anemia is and turn to alternative medicine if symptoms start showing up. And part of the reason why they might do this is also because their own communities are so under-resourced, as Nigeria only allocates less than 5% of their budget to its health sector. In terms of using Western medicine to help fight nutritional anemia, there are some underlying issues. There are instances in the past where West Africans were manipulated by inadequate medical practices. Lots of Nigerians may be rightfully hesitant to trust Western medicines as a result of this. So, when we were formulating our plan, we factored all of these in and put all the power right in the hands of the people. There are some people who are more at risk at developing severe symptoms of nutritional anemia than others, as preventers detrimentally affected by not getting enough money, but the people are too. According to our sources in Bauchi, the average monthly income of a person living in Bauchi, Nigeria is 15,000 to 20,000 naira, In US dollars, this translates to $36 to $49 per month. Some households have a strict hierarchical family structure, and this may mean that only the head of the household gets well fed, while the rest go undernourished, and this includes the children in the household. And this is very bad for the children because their growth could be severely stunted. In 2013, 23% of children in Bauchi were severely stunted in growth. Tradition and religion also may prevent some people from preventing nutritional anemia and treating it because of some dietary restrictions and refusal of certain treatments. But education, in my opinion, is the biggest social determinant of nutritional anemia. If we can manage to educate people on the severity and how to prevent this disease, lots of lives could be saved.
So due to the severity and prevalence of nutritional anemia, there have been steps taken globally towards preventing this condition. For example, in the case of surveillance, numerous case studies in Chile found lower iron deficiency in infants who received milk powder fortified with iron. So due to this outcome, fortification became a part of a successful national program in Chile. And additionally, CDC's pediatric nutrition surveillance system has continuously been implemented to monitor the program's effectiveness. Apart from this, WHO, or the World Health Organization, started a 5-year project in 2016 with policies that aim to increase dietary diversity, improve infant feeding practices, and the bioavailability of micronutrients through supplementation with iron and other vitamins. However, it is critical to note that this type of monitoring and project implementation is not available in many developing countries. So it is important to continue developing other strategies to prevent nutritional anemia. We're now going to be moving on to our team's proposed intervention method. We decided to create an educational campaign that promotes the awareness of nutritional anemia and provides a guided 1-week meal plan with their recipes to ensure individuals have a sufficient amount of nutritious foods that contain iron, folic acid, protein, and vitamin B12 in their system. This is a model of our flyer that we would be distributing to the community in Bauchi State, Nigeria. On the first page, we have a streamlined description talking about the severity of nutritional anemia, some of its symptoms, what individuals should do if they suspect this condition, and some of the main prevention methods. On the top right of this corner, we have a message of what our team aims to accomplish, being fight nutritional anemia, save a life. We created this when we learned that in severe cases of anemia, life-threatening conditions such as heart attacks or an increased risk of fetal mortality could occur. Our goal is to prevent the anemia becoming so severe, or even better, prevent the individuals from contracting it in the first place. The next page, which would be on the back side of our flyer, consists of a few meals and their recipes, as well as a 1-week meal plan to follow. The 3 meals our team chose were beans and gari, Nigerian salad, and iron bites. We made the selection process by contacting the Nigerian Leadership Initiative staff and inquiring which ingredients at the market were on the affordable side, but were still rich in those nutritional supplements. We also chose these meals because they are native to the Nigerian communities, or at least have ingredients familiar to them, so that they can feel more comfortable following our steps. On this page, individuals who pick our flyer can see an image of what each meal looks like, a recipe manual guide, as well as an ingredient list. And at the bottom of this page, we have our suggested 1-week meal plan. We emphasize that this is not a mandatory schedule by all means, and that the order or the frequency of these meals are dependent on the individual themselves. However, we do recommend consuming each of these meals at least once throughout the week, along with their other daily diet, to ensure that they will not be deficient in these supplements. We also have some individual foods like tofu, eggs, and leafy greens for those who may not be able to obtain some of the ingredients or resources as frequently to make those larger portions of food. So as mentioned, our intervention activities mainly entail the distribution of infographics on nutritional anemia. To execute our plan, the program implementers we reach out to would be some of the local doctors, as well as the Leadership Initiative staff. And additionally, our target population are children, adolescent females, and the elderly, as they are the main demographic groups at a higher risk for nutritional anemia. We would also like to target parents who provide meal for their children, as it would be beneficial for them to know ingredients that they could add to their usual daily meals to improve the prevention of nutritional anemia. We would require the partnership with local community leaders who spread the word to pick up the flyers at their clinics, as well as doctors and healthcare workers to call when we want to check in on the efficacy of the flyers. Some potential challenges that may arise could be that there may be people who cannot buy certain ingredients or have resources to create that meal due to a variety of factors, such as not being able to afford it or not having that food at their local markets. So moving on to the timeline, we hope to pursue a 2-year plan. In the first month, we predict that all our flyers at the local community centers or hospitals will be picked up by the individuals in the Nigerian communities. At the 6-month mark, our team plans to check in with local doctors over a call to determine if they've been having an overall decrease in the number of patients who have anemia, or even if there's been a reduction in the amount of severe anemia cases. This might be difficult to measure and may not be 100% accurate, which is why our team plans to check in every 6 months until the 2-year mark, which would give us a better idea of the efficacy of the flyer. We care about providing a long-term prevention method rather than a short-lived one. And for future plans, in the case that we were given a greater budget or extra funds, we hope to modify the flyer after receiving some feedback to accommodate the community's needs and distribute more to a greater population.
Now we'll move on to discuss funding. We plan to print 100 of the double-sided color flyers that we showed you earlier. That'll cost exactly $55 and 89 cents, converted from 23,000 Nigerian naira. That is almost $6 over our original budget, but we were able to make accommodations, and after discussing with the Leadership Initiative staff, we came to the conclusion that we could make it happen. Finally, let's just summarize what our team has presented today. People in Bauchi State need to be eating more iron-rich, nutritious foods, but a lot of them lack awareness, and many lack the option of even buying those foods in the first place. So before sending the flyers into clinics in Bauchi, we had to take the awareness and accessibility levels of people into account, and we realized that some people might not be able to prepare the meals that we're providing recipes for. To deal with this, as we mentioned previously, we made sure to include some individual foods like leafy greens, some beans, and others that are more affordable. The main goal for our target demographic would be educating them about nutritional anemia and ensuring that they can recognize some of the symptoms and get medical care if they do suspect anything. Additionally, to make sure that the majority of people who are picking these flyers up actually have access to the necessary means to prepare the recipes, we collaborated with Nigerian Leadership Initiative staff and asked them a lot of questions about what the markets in specific communities looked like and which ingredients were affordable but still nutritious. We asked about the overall income as well to get more of an idea of what life is like for the average citizen, and then created the flyers that you saw to combat nutritional anemia. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions now, we're ready and willing to take them. And there is a list of our sources. Thank you.
Okay, Morgan, you can go ahead and I will bring up the panelists.
All right, you guys, congratulations. We could not have asked for any more. That was absolutely, absolutely wonderful. So you guys should be extremely proud of yourselves. I'm really, really impressed by that infographic. It was so well done. It was really clever to come up with recipes that are so accessible, and it shows how you're meeting the needs of the people that you're trying to serve. So it shows you've put a lot of thought into what can be ethical and effective, and with that implementation strategy of checking in and doing evaluations, it really shows that you guys were able to understand how to make effective change and really make a good impact. So congratulations, that was super well done. Let's see. Nancy, would you like to go first this time?
Sure. Oh, I want to see the hand of who the graphic artist is in this group. I mean, those slides were amazing. They were outstanding, extremely professional, extremely engaging. I love the use of red because, you know, we remember things that we see in red. And I mean, I was just blown away by the professionalism of those slides. You should be very proud. So who's the graphic artist? Oh, okay. She owns it, as she should. Okay. I like the meet the team slides, and the other judges have already heard me say this, but because I'm from America, I wish you would have just put in parentheses what state your schools were from. I like the financial information that you shared in your consideration slide. Just kind of playing on what Morgan said, the nutritional anemia, the details that you had there were outstanding. I liked your timeline slide and your reflection slide, and you just did a great job presenting what you had been learning all week. So you should be very proud and relaxed because it's over.
Perfect. Thank you, Nancy. Next, Umar, would you like to go?
Absolutely. I'm more than happy. Guys, first I have to give you a round of applause because your presentation is really, really amazing. This is not just a presentation, this is a project. You guys have really, really put every part of it. And there is nothing I can say to you apart from saying thank you for the job well done, because this is a very complicated project that every single organization in Nigeria, they're trying to implement this. They go through a lot because you have to look at the poverty level, which you guys consider. You have to look at so many things that it's going to actually help in solving our problem. But your team is really tricky coming up with that flyers, you know, and the infographics. They're really, really tricky because it's more or less like, okay, if you say you don't have money, but these things are available for you, you can easily grab them. So it's really, really important. And I'm really proud of your team that you take that into consideration. And despite the fact that you guys don't live in Nigeria, but you have developed a connection to get all the necessary information needed to put that together. It's really, really amazing. And having a budget for it, it's incredible because you can't implement anything without a budget. And your team is the first to actually consider a budget. This is to tell you how smart you guys are and how really, really ready you are in terms of taking this project to the next level. I can't wait to see that happening because I've been looking for a way to see that a project like this, especially when you're talking about anemia. It's a very, very complicated situation because sometimes you just have to give up because you can't provide anything for these families. But you have come up with a simple techniques, something that can actually give them the confidence that yes, we can still survive with the little we have, and using available resources, within their community. It's really, really tricky. I love you. I love your work. I love you guys, and I love your project. And I can't wait to see how far you can go with this. Congratulations, and a big, big thank you for you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, Umar. And Dr. Aisha, would you like to just conclude?
Yeah, sure. Congratulations, guys. And Nancy and Umar have already said almost everything, or everything actually. I just want to apologize to Cole for the network issues or the audio issues he was having. It must be really stressful, trying to make a presentation, but you keep getting interrupted along the line. I just hope it hasn't affected your confidence and any of that, but you did really good. Okay, nutritional anemia. For me, I always pay attention to prevention because, like I always say, prevention is better than cure. I love the fact that you didn't just propose that, okay, I'm just gonna educate people, but you gave an example with a meal plan of what to do, that, oh, I'm not just teaching you, but I'm feeding you. That's, practically the way I understood it, because like I said, prevention is, no matter how little you think your effort is, it goes a long way, really. And awareness goes a long way in preventing so many diseases and all of that. So like Nancy said, your graphics was very good. The flyer, I felt like I was in a restaurant. I was looking at the menu because, it was so nice and enticing. So it's well done, really well done, guys. Congratulations. And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dr. Aisha. Yes, and congratulations to everybody.